Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Saturday, February 6, 2016. Ra and Luce in the Lynn-Life, Jack in the Jamie Body Mind, other teammates in other dimensions, most of us in the subatomic, and most of us in the physical dimension. We are aware that our next deadline, as issued by some level of the hierarchy above, is in 10 days, February 16th, 2016, and we are not clear on what it is we are to have accomplished by that date. Our foundational intention is to do what is ours to do right now, in all dimensions right now, to manifest the divine plan. And we know these deadlines and their affiliated assignments are important. We intend to do what is ours to do right now to meet the next assignments. And with that, the videoed portions of today's efforts begin. What do I know? I know there's always a voice up there worth listening to, and that the voice is usually really far away because they don't yet feel threatened by this work.
That's true.
And they are willing to give good advice. What else do I know? I know that the assignment for both Thing 1 efforts and for the Search for Truth project efforts in the Search for Truth pillar are to elongate.
That's true.
And that the elongation instructions are worded differently,
That's
but
true.
the foundational assignment to elongate is the same.
Yes.
In the Thing 1 project, the assignment is to run the cables through that now opened portal into what feels like a far more truthful space.
That's true.
In such a way as to keep the portal open and to continue to elongate so that our basis in this truthful space increases longer and longer and longer, while continuing to stretch higher into the larger levels above us, so that we are stable in this configuration, counterbalanced, evenly balanced.
That's true.
As on a fulcrum at the navel, perhaps literally the navel of Thing 1, who is, after all, a physical form, a humanoid on planet Earth.
That's true.
What else do I know? I know that that isn't where the command posts are supposed to be set up in Thing 1, that quite consistently the command posts are supposed to be lower down in the energy body.
That's true.
More as if at the level of the lower back. It's as if we can just keep a little pocket of truth there when everything else falls apart, that's the best place to have the pocket of truth.
That's true. Isn't there a chakra that's centered there?
If you were to think of this in the chakra system used in Ayurvedic medicine, which is how most North Americans consider chakra systems, this would be at the back of the second chakra. We must remember that there are many, many, many different schools of energy medicine throughout history, and that is but one system of chakra identification. In, for example, traditional Chinese medicine, there are 4 chakras, not 7. But as in Ayurvedic medicine, with its 7 chakra systems, traditional Chinese medicine also ignores the fact that we have legs. None of the chakra systems of which we are aware recognize the reality that humanoids have legs.
That's true.
And everybody stops right at the base of the torso, which ignores the fact that we're supposed to move around. We're not stationary. And goes a long way toward explaining why those systems cause a lot of people to be stuck in life, don't help them move forward.
That's true.
And in the Ayurvedic systems, they even promote sitting in a double lotus with your feet tucked over your legs so that you can't move.
That's true. I feel like Phil in Thing 1 is trying to get our attention. I feel a hand waving.
Yes. What is it? Phil.
And the question that he's asking seems to be based on an instruction that isn't true.
Or is a twist of a truth, or there's something not right with the instruction.
That's true.
Let's sort most true from least true and right away burn least true and see what's left of this instruction. And it's as if 3/4 of the instruction kind of falls away.
That's true.
Turns into ash, crumbles.
Dissolves.
Yes, and there's something left that looks like a little golden thing, something that's real, something that's true. And he says, but that can't be it.
Like that doesn't look connected to all the other things that we've been told to do.
Yes, it seems like a personal thing, like how to hold your heart, how to feel in your heart. And so this is actually crucial. In every moment of life, we have the opportunity to choose our attitudes. It's actually the only choice we actually have, because life is going to hand us what it hands us.
That's true.
We have choice in every moment, and that choice is to think about it in a certain way, in a way that brings us joy, in a way that calls us forward into our greatness, in a way that calls us into our soul plan.
That's true.
In a way that we use as motivation to do what it is that we were born to do, rather than as excuse to run away from what we're supposed to do.
That's true.
And I think that's what that's saying, Phil. I think it's saying choose motivation. With all these life events that are occurring, to choose motivation. Choose to use them as motivation to step into your soul plan, do what is yours to do. Phil, what is your soul plan? He feels almost shy about saying it.
That's true.
Well, the reason you feel shy about saying it is because it sounds like a big job, and you don't understand how many people's books say that. You think that because your book says that, it makes you special, the second coming, God's gift.
That's true.
So everybody all together, everybody pull out your own book, your own soul plan, everybody have it, and look at your own personal mission statement for life. Now, I'm going to start reading mine, and just join on in when you know what the next words are. I am supposed to manifest the divine plan no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. Now, show of hands, whose books said exactly that same thing? And now bring those hands down, and show of hands if anybody's book said anything else. So see, Phil, it is what is ours to do for each and every one of us. That's what's on our job ticket. And when we check out, as we all will, these experiences of sentience will end for all of us. There will be a time of accounting, and we will be called to accounting for what we did and did not do on our soul plans. And you see that all of us are supposed to manifest the divine plan right now, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. When you have a really big, important job, would it even make sense to give to just one person?
No.
No, you would want as many backups as possible.
That's true.
Now, it's possible that there are hoi poi, that there are rank and file people out there who don't have this soul plan. We have met them here on Planet Crazy. There are people who just have normal soul plans.
That's true.
We've also met an awful lot of people who have this soul plan and who are pretending that they don't have the soul plan.
That's true.
But here in Team Awakening, we all seem to have this soul plan. Does that answer the question, Phil? Phil, something else that might be helpful for you to know is asking to be shown what percentage of this... They don't want me to say this.
No, whatever it is,
they don't want me to say this, but I'm going to say it because it's still true.
True.
Phil, listen to me very carefully. Ask to be shown what percentage of sentiences who have this soul plan to manifest the divine plan right now, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do, has to be shown what percentage of them are actually working on it. How many zeros come after the decimal point?
A lot.
Lots of zeros.
Lots of zeros. Lots of zeros.
One maybe. Very, very small, infinitesimal percentage of presences who have this soul plan are actually doing anything about it. And there seems to be a mass delusion that therefore they're not going to get the book thrown at them.
That's true.
But I don't know what they're basing that on, other than just wishful thinking.
Oh, that's true.
I think what they're leaving out of their assessment is the hoi poi. These are the top 2% of soul presences who have this assignment, or maybe the top 4%, or maybe, but no more than the top 4%. And they're supposed to do this for the 96%. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Now, everybody who has, quote, who in the past had graduated from incarnation, every single one of those presences, without exception, has this soul plan. That there is no exception to that rule. Spirit world presences are supposed to be supporting physical dimension presences in living lives.
He's nodding.
And therefore all of us are held accountable right now when the physical dimension is falling apart. It's crisis time. Here on planet Crazy, of course, but also on many, 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 many other biospheres. It's crisis time. Look at what's happening in the subatomic. Look at what Asha is digging up. So much suffering. So much suffering. Phil, does that answer your question? And now, how do you choose to think about that? Are you going to choose to use that as motivation? To say, here we see that there was such a big project that Source gave it to trillions, maybe billions of trillions
That could be.
of souls to be sure that it got done. And bizarrely, there seems to be a mass delusion that it's acceptable to not do it.
That's true.
And we here in the Search for Truth community have chosen to step out of that mass delusion and say, no, I can see what my soul plan says. It says no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do to manifest the divine plan. The voice is saying, and what does that mean? What it means to manifest the divine plan is for all of us to be living our own individual soul plans, creating lives of joy and worlds that work. And my attention is brought to that party room upstairs that Luce has somehow figured out how to wire so that we can hear what those people are saying while our little kind of like Life in the Subatomic reality show is playing.
That's true.
On the big screen TV. And they're getting angry at what's being said. We're talking to you.
That's true.
We're talking to you. You in that party room that has that kind of like a little fake rail car thing running around for the kids to ride on.
That's
yeah,
true.
we can see you. If you look onto the big screen TV, kind of in the bottom left corner, there's a little box, and you can see there's a little like screen within a screen playing. Look, just look at that little screen. That's you. You can wave at yourself and see yourself waving. This is real.
That's true.
This is real. This is as real as you are. It's real. This isn't just something made up. This is real. I can see you. We can see you. And you can see yourself. Like wave, right? Yeah, I see
That's
you.
true.
See? Now, it applies to you too. Live streaming out past them.
That's true.
And so this need to continually stretch longer to get clear direction actually pulls us forward to do what we're supposed to do, which is elongate.
That's true.
What a beautiful gift. What a beautiful gift. Asking for the grade.
Asking for the grade.
No, asking for the
word
word
to be made right.
Make it right.
Make it right.
It's another teletype machine room. How many of these have we seen? It's a teletype. It's just antiquated machinery.
That's true.
All right.